John Gartner, Senior Analyst with Pike Research, talks about the 7 to 10 year life cycles of electric vehicle batteries and how they're becoming more reusable on the electric grid.
All the electric vehicles that are coming out are relying on lithium ion or some lithium derivation technology. These batteries are being built to last as long as possible and basically stay off of the landfill by finding a reuse, an aftermarket beyond their life within a vehicle. The auto manufacturers specify a minimum of 7 to 10 years life for the batteries in the vehicles, and so that's kind of the way they're being sold today, to say, okay, they're going to be able to retain their value, reliability in a vehicle for 7 to 10 years. Now beyond that, there's a growing need for energy storage on the grid, and lithium batteries are one of the answers for that. So in making the whole smart grid more reliable and more effective, one of the ways to do that is to take power when it can be generated inexpensively and cleanly, storing it in a battery, and then making it available at times when it's peak demand and where you otherwise would be using a dirty resource, an older coal plant or natural gas plant. And so there's a thought that lithium-ion batteries, while they're no longer of a grade of quality of reliability for vehicles, can serve a great purpose on the grid in periodically being used for these energy storage purposes. And so there's programs being in place now to study, well, how long after a battery is in a vehicle can it be of use for the grid? Maybe it's another 7 to 10 years. And so there's an automatic value for the battery purchaser up front, and then a long-term value on the grid to really keep it out of the landfill as long as possible. Eventually, they will no longer be efficient for storing energy. They'll be taken apart. There's some value of the metals. It's not the same as lead-acid batteries because just the chemicals and the materials inside are not of the same value. But what can be salvaged will be salvaged, and ultimately some parts will be in landfills. But there's already plans underway. There's companies in Europe as well as there's one in North America that have experience in battery recycling that are already licensed and authorized to recycle lithium-ion batteries and find as much of those components can be reused and stay within the industry.
Is there more work for them to do? I mean, is this moving forward? Are people satisfied in
it's still early days. It's still early days in terms of maximizing the efficiency and figuring out what percentage of components can be salvaged, can they be reused, finding other ways to extend their life, recycling the materials into newer batteries. It's all sort of relatively early days, but the good part is because these batteries are lasting 7 to 10 years, there's time for them to figure it out because these batteries are they're going to be in cars for quite a while.